I'm ballin' hard like Angel Reese. Yeah.
Allen, you got the sauce.
I'm ballin' hard, Rickea Jackson. Ay. I'm ballin' hard, swish. Call me Angel Reese, best rookie not in my league. Face cold like 10 degrees. I'm ballin' hard, swish. Rickea Jackson, these girls gon' make it happen. Hustle hard, we never lacking. I'm ballin' hard, swish. Call me Angel Reese, best rookie not in my league. Face cold like 10 degrees. I'm ballin' hard, swish. Rickea Jackson, these girls gon' make it happen. Hustle hard, we never lacking. I go so hard, swish. They can never play me, ball hard.
What's up, though, y'all? I'm back. This is the Press for Conversation podcast. I know I've been gone for long. This is your favorite host, your radio host, and your favorite YouTube podcaster. This is Mr. Laidback Corey. I got a special guest in today. Man, special guest, right? I got a special guest in today, man. This guy is very important, man. He's important in the sports world. He's a CEO. We're going to get into it, what he's a CEO of. My man, Ryan Reed. What's up, man?
Man, what's up, man? Thanks for having me.
So what's going on, Ryan?
Man, not much, man. Making my rounds, trying to grow the game of women's basketball.
Okay, since you brought it up, tell us about this great women's basketball league you have.
Man, we a 6-team league. We got teams in Toronto with a first pro league with the international team. Toronto, Detroit, we in Grand Rapids, Indiana, Chicago, and Cleveland. But, I have, nieces that's 6'3" when they were 12. I have, daughters that's tall. So, they need somewhere to play after college and high school, because it's only 12 teams in the WNBA. So I decided, to fill that need, and that's how I started.
So how tall, you say your daughters, how tall is your daughter?
Oh, my daughter is 5'9". She's 13.
Okay, and the other women players, how tall are they?
My niece, Janicia is 6'4". 6'4". Markeela, she about 5'7", 5'6", but she got that go, so she need an opportunity.
So tell us about this basketball you have here. This great basketball you have, right?
Spartan, shout out to Spartan. They became our ball sponsor for our inaugural season. Outfitted with our logo and my signature as the president. So I appreciate Spartan, for believing in us and giving us this chance.
That's cool. When did you know the world of the sports realm was for you? Like, when did you realize that?
Well, I've been an athlete, since I was a kid. I played professional football in arena, professional football outdoors, and I actually own a football team. So I decided, we need to give the women the same help we give the men as far as helping them get to the NFL, IFL, CFL.
That's true, because women basketball is starting to get the exposure that it is really supposed to get, especially, with the draft class that came out last year. So what is your goal with your basketball league? Is it the same thing, or what are you trying to do? Are you trying to expand it more? Are you trying to partner up with the WNBA? Tell us what your women basketball league is about.
Yeah, for sure. I'm looking to be, a situation, say a player get drafted. Most of the players get drafted. A lot of them get cut. If you're not a first round pick, maybe second round, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get cut. So we want to be a place where you can come, stay in shape, and maybe get called back up. We want to be a league to where if you go to North Carolina, you're at a high D1 school, you can come into our draft and get drafted, So, we want to be like a sister league,
Right. So I heard you say professional football team. You got the Detroit Cougars, correct?
Yep.
So how did you get in the realm of owning your own Detroit professional football team?
See, I know the owner of the league. I played in the league, after I got done playing, professionally in the spring league. I played a couple years in the RPFL. So as I left football, I became an entrepreneur full time. And the opportunity for me to buy a team, came up. So I jumped on it, and that's how that happened.
Well, you know, I was real good at football too. I was a great water boy.
My guy.
So I was a great water boy. So
Yeah.
you know, so yeah, I was a great water boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because when it came to football, I was, football wasn't my thing. So how did you feel about the Detroit Lions this year?
Oh my goodness, we had it, but too many injuries. It's hard to overcome. What, 11 starters almost. It's hard to overcome that. When you get to the playoffs, it's hard. Everybody blaming, Jared Goff for the loss, but we put up 31 points in the playoffs. We should have won the game. But my boys did their thing. Okay.
So how do you got the women's league and the professional football team. How do you balance that out? Dealing, you say you got a daughter in the family. How do you balance that out? You got to be on the road and things. How do you balance that out pretty well?
Well, sometimes they got to come with me. I don't mind bringing the kid to work. I got 3 more step kids too. So, sometimes they come in with me.
Perfect.
So, we got longer you be in business, the more things run themselves. So say football, I don't have to be around as much as I used to because we, year 3 or year 4. So you hire your coaches, hire your staff, and they know what to do, so you could take off and build the WBL like I'm doing. So as long as you win the game, the easier it becomes.
So tell us more about this great football, this football league team you got. Like how many games you play and what league y'all in, for the people that's watching this podcast.
Yeah, well, pretty much we're a showcase league. So we play about 4 to 5 games. We in the RPFL, the Rivals Professional Football League. So what we do is we offer players incentive-based contracts, in hopes that they get to the NFL, CFL, even IFL.
Have you ever had say for instance, like Detroit Lions owner or managers come out and watch their players on the field?
We haven't had the Lions. We had Cincinnati, San Francisco. I know people in the Raiders organization, the Seahawks organization. So people know about us.
Say for instance, the ones that was unfortunate, the women and some of the guys that never they got a chance to get the spotlight to play sports. How can they get in touch with you, and how can they make make your rosters on both ends?
Far as football, just go to rivalsnation.com and look for tryout date. I usually be at the Detroit ones, and I evaluate a lot of talent. Mm-hmm. So does the league scouts.
Okay. Because like I said, I know you travel a lot because you got a league and things of that nature. So tell us about this Reed Companies you have.
Well, that's my parent company, because I have the football team, the basketball league, the security firm, and the trucking company. So all that is under Reed Companies. It's like the Illich family. They have the Red Wings, the Tigers, Little Caesars, all under Illich Holdings. So Reed Companies is pretty much the holding company.
So let's get into it because it's been floating around that Tom Gores is trying to get the WNBA Detroit Shocks team back to Detroit. So, and I went online and searched, the internet is undefeated.
Yeah.
So I went on there and I guess somebody put on there his cap because,
he needs some milk.
Because they didn't, your name was brought up.
Right.
So tell us about that. What's going on with that?
Well, I don't 100% know that they want the name of Detroit Shock. But we do know that the WNBA put a trademark filing in for the Detroit Shock. But that could have been done for various reasons. So I never said out of my mouth that they want the Detroit Shock back. But a lot of fans, they can't picture a team being in Detroit not being in the Shock. So that's how that all started, So they never came to me formally and told me they want to be the Shock.
So do they have to do that? Because I know I seen on your page you got the Shock jerseys, and do they have to do that?
Well, yeah, because we own a trademark to the Shock. Yeah, so we own the IP. So if you go on the government website, you will see the Women's Basketball League as the owner of the Detroit Shock. So anybody out here, selling Detroit Shock merchandise and companies out here selling Detroit Shock sneakers like, Nike did, we actually entitled to that because we've been a Shock for 2 years.
So you basically get the revenue and things of that.
For sure. Once I go on there and enforce it, if I enforce it, some people mad about that.
Well, I mean, hey, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So you think Tom Gordon's you think they're going to reach out to you about this matter? You were hoping they'd reach out to you.
It's hopeful, but either way, I'm in a great position. Because I took the Shock name over before liking basketball for women was cool. So I didn't have no thoughts about it when I first did it. But if he reach out, he do. If he don't, he don't.
Yeah, well, hopefully he does, because I don't want to see no illegal stuff getting involved in me.
Right.
You are, like I said, because that's how I found you. And I'm like, wow. Like, I'm going to see if you want to come on here and talk about it. So tell us about this Reed Protections, LLC. I know you say it's a security company.
Yeah, security firm. Yeah, pretty much we do a lot of retail. We did a lot of Family Dollars, CVS's. We've done hotels. We've done Tesla, Children's Place, Pandora. Any big name you can think of, we've done it for the most part.
Yeah, but local bars in case the alcoholics want to get out of hand drunk.
I did in my early days, but I stay away from that stuff, man.
Yeah, you don't got to bust a cap in the sucker.
Nah, man. Yeah, man. We stay away from that, man. People act a fool out here.
Yeah, it is. It's tight. It's tight. So, what are your plans? Like, what do you got going on? Like, far as your league and everything. Like, what do Ryan Reed have going on that the world should be paying attention to?
Pretty much the WBL, man. We got to grow the game of women's basketball because, they have a good product. I've been a lover of the game for over 22, 23 years, so that's pretty much what I'm doing, growing my brand, of course, and helping push the women's game forward, as much as I can. It's not just me, our commissioner of the WBL, Sylvia Crawley, a Hall of Famer at North Carolina, coached the Indiana Fever, played in the WNBA. We have Cheryl Ford with us. She was a Detroit Shock great, my personal goal.
Also, you got Cheryl Ford?
Yeah.
That's the legend, right?
Yeah, that's the legend, yeah.
And they don't know that's the daughter of Karl Malone, if y'all didn't know that.
Yeah.
But still, she's a legend. She's a championship winner. I think Detroit Shock got 3, right?
Yep.
Bill and Beer, right. Yep. So, I mean, it'd be a great thing, just, do what's right. I'm saying you're a great, African-American owner that's trying to do right. The players and I'm glad that you got the Women's Basketball League because there's a lot of women out here that don't get their exposure and things, because in basketball, considered a tough man sport, but it's for both. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Because you got some women that can play ball. The only thing I'm not going to let a woman do is dunk on me. I'm not getting dunked on by a woman.
I don't know. Sylvia got them ups,
I'm not. She won't be dunking on me because I'm in the stands. You will not. Sylvia, you will not dunk on me. She is not dunking on me.
Yeah, she actually was the first ever woman to win a slam dunk contest blindfolded.
Blindfolded? You ain't dunking on me blindfolded either, especially not blindfolded.
Yeah, so I know what Sylvia could do.
Oh, wow. Dunk blindfolded?
Yeah.
How that works.
Man.
Only time I can do that is when I'm playing 2K.
2K.
God, dang. So they even got the women on there now.
Yeah.
So have you ever had other companies reach out to you, like sponsorships, and have you ever had other companies reach out to you for like partnerships? Okay.
Yeah, we're working on a drink deal, LaMelo Ball got a company out called Drinks, so I'm working with them. We got a few other on the table. We got streaming deals on the table. Spalding came, BSN Sports, outfitting our uniforms and other merchandise. Ontario Basketball in Canada is a supporter of us. So, yeah, we just starting.
The kitchen is just getting hot.
It's getting hot. We talked to Whoopi Goldberg company day before yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, her streaming company.
How long them conversations be? Do they be like an hour or just a couple of minutes?
You know, it depends on the vibe. You know, sometimes you get to talking and when the meeting going good, like it did with them, you start getting real in depth. The longer it go, the more interested they in. So I think the meeting went on for about 30 to 40 minutes, and then they reached out to one of my team members and continued the conversation. So, yeah, it just depends. The longer it is, the better.
So I know you be having your security company at your basketball league. Like, you be having them there, you know.
Well, yeah, they will be because it's the first year of the league. So,
right.
but they
This
will
is
be
the
there.
first year.
Yep.
Okay, they will be there. Make sure they strong because, you know, some of these women can body slam now, too. You know what I'm saying? Hey. You know, so make sure y'all fellas better be in the weight room because these women, they not slam dunk. And they will slam dunk on you.
They will, man.
And they will beat the hell out you.
They
so,
will.
You know what I'm saying? So,
We're going to try not to fight.
Yeah, right.
We got the Detroit Shock, though, because that's the bad girl. So we'll see what happens.
When you keep on, it's going to be called the Detroit Thunder. So you might want to, you know what I'm saying? So.
That's the name of our Indiana team.
Really? Detroit Thunder?
Indiana Thunder.
Indiana Thunder? All right. Yeah, well, right here, it's a rainstorm right here. But it's good to have you on. I definitely had to get you on because as I was strolling down, I was seeing what you was working with and see what you got going on and good endeavors with you with the Detroit Cougars and the Women's Basketball League and also your other company, Reed Companies and Reed Protection, LLC. So I had to get involved in that. What's the hardest part about being a CEO?
The hardest part is a lot of people, you have to take care of a lot of problems. Like, you're responsible for paying a lot of people bills, paying their babysitters. You know, they depend on you to keep the money going in. And, you know, because sometimes as a company, you might have to scale back work, you know, and that's hard because, you know, people call and like, hey, man, I need you. I need you. I'm like, man, I got you. That's the hardest part, you know. You're not just working for you. You're working for a lot of other people.
Now, do your phone be going off the hook 1 o'clock in the morning?
All the time. All the time.
So how you deal with them calls, man? Because you be ground, you be asleep.
Man, it just happens, man. You get used to it. I've been a full-time entrepreneur for about 7 years now.
So what is the first thing you ever owned for our sports? Is that the league or
for our sports? The football team.
Okay. How do you get in touch with that? How do you get deep into that, the ownership?
Well, like I said, I always had an entrepreneurial mind, man. You know, I realized football wasn't for me as far as playing it. Like, those days was over. And, you know, the opportunity to buy a team came, and I jumped on it. You know, I just jumped on it. I got a phone call one day. I ain't looked back.
Okay. So, well, like I said, we want to thank you for coming by because we got, like, I think, like y'all said, Ryan Reed is a great guy. He has multiple companies. And like I said, when I was checking on his Instagram and everything, he gives people opportunities to explore their athleticism. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all check him out. Now, where can they follow you at? How can they get in touch with Mr. Ryan Reed?
You can follow me on Instagram, rreed85. That's RREED 85. That's my main handle. Or, you know, you can find Detroit Shock. Those get back to me. Indiana Thunder, those get back to me. Toronto North Stars, those get back to me. Just type in Ryan Reed and you'll find me.
So there y'all have it, man. Like I said, like he said, that's what you can find him at. Now, he didn't say Otis, Michigan. He said R.R. Reed 85. So he did say Otis, Michigan. Don't try to be funny. So y'all make sure y'all take y'all butt on there. And on a serious note, make sure y'all really get in tune. But like I said, we'd like to thank you, Mr. Ryan, for coming on today.
Oh, man,
and we appreciate it. Thank y'all. This is the Pressful Conversation Podcast. If you just watching, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. I'm Mr. The Interviewer Guy on Instagram. So make sure y'all hit me up, man. I love y'all. Peace.